Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video. Germany. Country with some amazing castles, beautiful alpine views, pristine lakes, and of course, fairy tale-like features. But in this video, we're going to focus on the towns. So if you've never been to Germany before, here are 25 beautiful towns to visit in Germany. And before you even watch this video, don't forget to hit that like button, obviously if you believe my German pronunciation will be scheisse.
Naumburg. Naumburg is a town located in central Germany with a population of roughly 33,000. A picturesque town surrounded by rolling green vineyards, and some say it boasts some of the most delicious wines in the country. Irrespective of which time of the year you visit, you are likely to witness some fun celebrations or events centering around wine taking place in Naumburg, especially with the biggest wine festival in town hosted in August. Though the wine lovers don't need another reason to visit this town, the late Romanesque Cathedral of Naumburg is a stunning sight in its own right. Wernigerode. Wernigerode is an attractive town that sits on the northern edge of the Harz region. It makes an ideal base for exploring the Harz National Park in addition to offering many of its own allures. It's famous for its unique architecture, with its town considered one of the country's most important landmarks. But it's also known for its dark history of witches as a former centre for many followers of the black arts. So if there's any of you witches out there, this is the town just for you. Lübeck. Lübeck is a very picturesque city, famous for its Gothic style buildings, mouth-watering marzipans, and perhaps most famous for its fabulously beautiful Holstentor Gate. Lübeck is included in the UNESCO World Heritage List and has more than 1,000 historic buildings. The skyline of Lübeck is graced by a series of beautiful churches. It's famed for its marzipan industry that dates back hundreds of years, so that is something that you need to try. So check out the cafes in the main centre, amongst the beautiful courtyards and of course plenty of museums. Bamberg. Bamberg became a UNESCO heritage city in the early 90s, and it's easy to see why, given that medieval architecture that presents itself in the old town. The city is spread over 7 different hills and is known for its arched bridges. One of the main sights to see in Bamberg is its unique Rathaus, but you'll also find similar fairy style buildings around the town. Check out the old court, which was once home to the bishop. And Bamberg is also well known for its numerous breweries. So if that's your thing, go nuts. Number 5. Lüneburg. At over 1,000 years old, Lüneburg is one of the oldest and best looking towns in northern Germany. Located between the Elbe River and the colourful heathlands of Lower Saxony, the Hanseatic trade town, famous for its salt production, has an abundance of medieval treasures, and not to mention the red brick houses and pretty churches. But as a university too, Lüneburg is lively with plenty of places to enjoy your food and your drinks, a very social area. And of course, to sit back and admire the scenery.
Number 6.
Stade. Just a short trip from Hamburg, the small city of Stade is another destination with a Hanseatic history. Located just down the Elbe River from Hamburg, most of Stade's attractions relate either to the Hanseatic League or its occupation by Sweden following the 30 Years' War. Take a tour down the city's historic harbour and visit the museum inside a Swedish warehouse. Elsewhere in the old town, you'll spot plenty of pretty timbered frame houses for your photographs.
Number 7.
The existence of Quedlinburg can be traced back to the 9th century and boasts of the rare history of being ruled by women for 800 long years. Sorry ladies, those days are gone. It houses steep-roofed half-timbered buildings from at least 5 countries and a medieval old town, all still preserved in their original condition. How can I put this? If there was ever a contest for the most quaint town, the UNESCO World Heritage town of Quedlinburg would be an unrivaled contender.
Number 8. Eisenach. Eisenach is a town in central Germany. Known for its medieval Wartburg castle, which sits on a high rock overlooking the countryside. Now, it doesn't have the medieval charm like some other German towns, but it has a pleasant collection of squares and narrow streets to explore. The main reason to visit is its historical sites, and it's the most convenient place to overnight while seeing the Wartburg. Highlights are a 15th century building near the spot where Johann Sebastian Bach was born. Dinkelsbühl. One thing to note about Rothenburg ob die Tauber is that it gets a crazy number of tourists every year, especially during the summer months and in December. But nearby Dinkelsbühl has all the charm, but without all the people elbowing you out of the way for that picture. This town is far less crowded than Rothenburg, and what this translates to you is that you're able to get prime people watching seats at many street-side cafes. Now, there's no better way to experience German culture than watching people every day. The things that happen before your very eyes as you sip, relax, enjoy your afternoon cup of coffee, and enjoy a pastry or two. This is a town for you to do that. Number 10.
Blaubeuren.
In the southern German state of Baden-Württemberg, around 2 hours from Munich by car, you will find the small town of Blaubeuren. It's a perfect stop on a road trip through Germany, but it's also worth visiting on a day trip from Munich, just to see the Abbey and the insanely blue lake. Very close to this blue lake, you will find the Blaubeuren Abbey. So the best way to explore it is by buying a ticket that gives you access to both the cloister and the bathhouse of the monks. Other highlights are walking through the old town, where you will find the half-timbered German houses, which is perfect for photography. But remember to follow the arrows as they take you past the most interesting buildings. Number 11.
Regensburg.
Highlighted as Germany's medieval miracle, it's quite simply a city to love and love to be in. The best preserved medieval city in Germany,
situated at the northernmost point of the Danube River. 2 millennia of history have remained alive right here. Regensburg has 1,500 listed buildings, over 900 of which comprise of the UNESCO World Heritage Old Town. So the number one reason why you would visit is purely for it being one of the best preserved towns in Germany. But don't forget to try the famous sweet mustard.
Monschau. Monschau is a town in western Germany near the Belgian border. It's a small town in Germany's Eifel region and a place where time seems to have stood still for over 3 centuries. It is the cultural hub of the Eifel area. Monschau's romantic lanes and beautifully timbered houses, and of course the medieval walls, make it the perfect place for a quiet and restful holiday. But be warned, it can get very touristy. Don't forget to head to the 13th century castle. Though the tours of the castle are not really offered, you can enjoy a lovely view of the town from its courtyard, and the courtyard is also the venue for occasional festivals and concerts. But the heart of Monschau is made up of row upon row of picture book timbered framed houses. Rothenburg ob der Tauber. A town that fairy tales are based on. You'll find yourself transported into the world of the Brothers Grimm as you walk through the twisty streets of the old centre, which is full of immaculately preserved medieval buildings. Many of these are quite something, and definitely worth seeing, so you could easily spend a lot of time exploring around. The town's unique appearance has made it particularly attractive for movie makers. You may recognise some of the town from both the Harry Potter movies. But if anything else, it's simply one of the best towns that you could possibly visit. A location which had to be on this list and is not in the north, we come to Görlitz. Sitting on the Polish border, Görlitz is Germany's easternmost town. Connected to its sister town by 2 bridges over the Neisse River, it's awash with historic pastel-coloured buildings and ancient churches, such as St. Peter and Paul. The pretty town survived the Second World War intact and remains well preserved. So it's no surprise then that Görlitz has been the backdrop for several movie sets during or before the war. It's a beautiful place and one that just had to be included on this list. Another of northern Germany's medieval gems, Celle's history dates back 700 years. Once the home of European nobility, it is rich in historic buildings, including having one of Europe's largest collections of listed half-timbered houses. But don't miss the beautiful Hoppenauer house. Celle sits scenically on the banks of the Alva River, and it is well located for hikes, which you can also do without your shoes. Other attractions are the Celle Castle. Number 17.
Nördlingen. The Romantic Road, a 350-kilometer route which runs through scenic rural Bavaria. It's dotted with pretty towns, many of them half-timbered houses, and some even with the ancient medieval wall still surrounding them. The most popular of these is Rothenburg, which is a tourist honeypot, and rightly so. But there is an alternative, just as pretty, just as immaculate, but without the bus tours, and is an hour away to the south, and you will find the town of Nördlingen. Its old town is encircled by well-preserved medieval walls. The city centre is anchored by the massive Gothic St. George's Church, and the tower has some of the best views across the town. But Nördlingen has another unexpected claim to fame. It's in the middle of a giant crater, which was created 15 million years ago, when a huge asteroid came crashing through the atmosphere.
Number 18.
Wittenberg is a university town along the River Elbe in eastern Germany, with close ties to Martin Luther. He was the leader of the Protestant Reformation, and as the Germans would say, Martin Luther. It was here in Wittenberg that Martin Luther lived and preached, and on October the 31st, 1517, he nailed his 95 Theses to the door of the castle church. And while this fucking plane is flying over my house, you would visit this town to see the places where all these historic events took place. The town is designed for easy walking, so this could be an excellent day trip from Berlin, which is only an hour away on the IC train. But to see everything without having to rush, I would highly recommend that you spend at least one night here, because the town is crammed with historical sites, and twice a year there's medieval festivals.
Number 19.
Warnemünde. Found on Germany's Baltic coast, about 2 hours north of Berlin, Warnemünde is an underrated cozy little seaside town. It's a destination that Germans like to keep secret, the perfect seaside stress-busting retreat from the city. Take a walk along the water's edge or climb the lighthouse for views over the Baltic, and visit the famous Teapot building that's home to some great local seafood.
Number 20.
The picturesque port city of Wismar on the Baltic Sea coast should not be missed, especially if you're interested in medieval architecture. It was originally a trading port and part of the powerful trading group called the Hanseatic League. The entire Altstadt was listed, as a World Cultural Heritage Site by UNESCO again in 2002. And it's here where you'll find the town hall, many beautiful brick Gothic buildings, and the iconic Wasserkunst fountain.
Next up is Fritzlar. Only 26 minutes drive away from Celle lies the town of Fritzlar, scattered with half-timbered houses and having a marketplace that looks like it's straight out of a Disney World theme park. It's hard to believe that this is a genuine town, and not built purely as a tourist attraction. Fritzlar has preserved much of its medieval architecture, including the old marriage house, dating from 1580. And on the highest point of the town stands the 12th century twin-towered Cathedral of St. Peter. So this is a perfect getaway from the crowds of the major cities, so why not give it a try?
Schwerin. Schwerin serves as the capital of the state of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern in northern eastern Germany, and only a short train ride away from Hamburg. The most iconic landmark is Schwerin Castle, or Palace, which sits on an island on Lake Schwerin. Today the castle features an impressive art museum and surrounding garden. So if you're looking for lake views in particular, then this is the perfect place.
Number 24, Freiburg. A university town and an excellent base for which to explore the southern side of the Black Forest. The cheerful town sits at the bottom of Black Forest's wooded slopes and vineyards, and it's chock full of gabled, half-timbered houses and the twisting cobblestone streets. The local student population has given the town a lively nightlife scene, but anyone can enjoy the beer gardens along the canal. Or you can hike up through the woods or ride the cable car up to the Schlossberg mountain to the lookout tower, where you can enjoy some fantastic views of the city. Perfect town to visit in Germany. '25 wonderful towns to visit in Germany. Obviously, there are plenty more in the country, but I believe this list will get you going for your first trips to Germany. For those of you who have been to other towns, don't forget to mention them below just in case someone else wants to know a little bit about them. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. As always, be good, be kind, and be careful. Peace.